I could live the dream. I could live the Paladin dream. I think we've rolled 0 to 1 good Paladin decks out of like 15 this meta. It does feel like every Paladin deck just dumps on me with raid bosses and cool stuff. 2:30, a dentist's favorite time. Hey Silas, I didn't look into that train. I need to look into it. Warrior. I drafted a warrior the other day. It was horrible. Made me sad. Let's go Paladin, and maybe we get cool mech cards. I like Paladin, it can be fun. In theory, it can be fun. I think Murloc's pretty bad, but it's probably, yeah, a Pit Fighter may be better. Chat loves it, and what are you gonna do? This is garbage. I guess an owl? I guess I run an owl, maybe? Hey, Righteous D, that's one of those nasty Paladin cards. Hey, crowd favorite. Remember crowd favorite was in Battlegrounds for a while? I like a light in the darkness, it's fun. We'll take a Bannerman here. Bannerman's really good. Sea Giant's a nice card too, for sure. But I think having the card draw and the buffs are super valuable. Shimmering Sunfish. I'm not sure if that card is better than Warhorse. If it's activated, it's certainly better. We have 1 holy, 2 holy already. Let's try it out. I like Warhorse though. I think it's okay. Let's take the Drake. And hey, there's Mech synergy in Paladin, and there's Divine Shield synergy. Somewhere, right? I'm taking it. Take a Loot Hoarder here. Not the worst thing. The 4 is pretty good. These are all okay. I think I'll just take the 4. I forgot that card was in Battlegrounds. Me too. I like saw it and remembered. Hey, we got a little bit of Mech synergy now. We just take a Gadget and Jouster. A 1 mana 2/3 is a very good card. A 1 mana 1/2, it's not. Blessing or a 2? Let's take Blessing. We could take a Pelican here. I think I'll take the Warhorse though. Just not a huge fan of Pelican Diver. It's okay. I'll run another light. It's at least fun, right? Bonker I think is a good card. Tower Sergeant can be pretty backbreaking when you get it off on curve. And Paladin, you know, we should be trying to do that, so sure. I actually like Protect the Innocent. I think Rallying Blade is really good. Got Click Clocker, we got this little adorable little fish. We got no ways to heal, so this is just not really good for us, but I think the 2 mana draw a minion and heal, 2 mana heal for 4 are both fine. I think True Silver is premium. You can go True Silver into Protect the Innocent. Like, a lot of times you just can't lose when you play a 5 mana 10/10 taunt, right? But without him and with a really viable card, I think Rallying Blade is reasonable. I like the 2. I think the 8 can be a little clunky. Ideally we get a Brasswing or a Templar Captain. We don't want to end up with too many 8s. And I actually like this too. I've heard mixed things, but I'm pretty pro that card. Lone Champ's not bad. 2-drops ain't bad. We actually only have 2-ish 2-drops right now. Wouldn't really count those. We have the Jewel Kit with 1, 2 potential. I just don't really like that card. I'd like to build a deck where it's viable for fun, but I don't think it's good. Let's just take a Tolvir. Ooh, a Sharan Mooncatcher. Phenomenal. Like this card. This card's playable. We could use another late game, you know, plopper, but we need that 2/2 mech that dredges now. 8 Mattis Bomber. I don't want it. Summon 7 Murlocs that died. Man, if I had like 2 or 3 Murloc Knights, maybe. Love the True Silver. Battle Vicar is nice. Holy spells are good. You can get Righteous Defense, Hold the Bridge. Crowd favorite, I think is probably playable, but not good, right? Like you have to be able to get at least 1 trigger before it's good. It's interesting though, because 1 trigger and it becomes a good card. Anything beyond that, it's kind of starts getting out of hand, I think. I like Traveling Merchant a lot. I think it's very strong and good for our deck. I'm happy to take it. Mysterious Challenger with no secrets, no thanks. Let's take a Gear Grubber. Frost Giant, I actually like that card. I don't think it's very good, but I think it's cool. I like those cards that kind of reward you for incremental hero powers. Juggler's fine. I think I'll just nab another Rallying Blade. 3 weapons, sorry. It's kind of fair. I think the 4th weapon is a lot worse than the 3rd, and the 2nd and 3rd are pretty valuable. 1st weapon is really nice too, but I think the 2nd and 3rd still have a lot of good, sometimes, you know, they're actually even better, where you might, like, find a line where you can just push, you know, 12 damage from weapons over 3 or 4 turns. Hold the Bridge is nice. I don't really want Jeweled Scarab. We need, you know, 5s and 6s, but there's a very good 5. Very happy to take it. There's a very good 3. I'm happy to take that. And we got the Seafloor Savior. Very strong. Nice pickup. And here, I'll take a Shopkeep. Kind of anticlimactic last pick, but 2 picks ago were Shopkeep, and our last 2 picks were Bronze Explorer and Seafloor Savior. I'd be pretty happy with that. And I don't mind Shopkeep. It's a fine card. And then you could just trade it in the late game and try to find, you know, anything better, a weapon. You know, you can actually, I don't know, find stuff. No Bridge, no Captain, no Brasswing. Classic Redbeard Paladin. Yeah, I think this is a better Paladin than I've been rolling, though. It doesn't look, I think this deck probably doesn't look super strong on face value, but it's got a lot of Discover, actually. It's got some card draw and some Discover, which a lot of Paladins don't have. I think a Light in the Darkness is, yeah, if you're hitting a Prester, or, you know, whatever, like my opponents always hit Prester with this card, it becomes phenomenal. Mooncatcher's good. I mean, we might find some dragons. 3 weapons. I think Redbeard will be able to pilot this to at least 5. I would expect to get at least 5, and I would not be surprised if this deck goes 7. What did our last deck go? 6, right? It went 6. Alright, so let's start another bet. 0 to 3, 0 to 4. Let's play this one. Win total 3. New bet, check out the spread. You're betting on 0 to 4, 5 to 7, or 8 to 12. If you guys are not yet following, now would be a good time to follow. It helps me out a bunch. Just a reminder, I'm not asking you to follow, but a reminder that if you haven't, you could, to check out the YouTube, maybe follow me on Twitter, and don't forget to bet. And don't forget to use your Twitch Prime. You don't have to use it here if you don't want to, or if you're already sub, but just check to make sure you got it. We got Tyson, Wobble Wheezy. We got Zeddy streaming, Sun Glitters, so many great streamers out there. So if you got a Twitch Prime, just make sure you use it somewhere.
Leadrin versus Maiev.
None can escape my fury.
All hands on deck.
I mean, maybe I just keep it. Like, I don't know, every time somebody casts that card, I feel like I just lose the game. Maybe I'll be happy to have it. That is a good card, but let's win the joust, which seems unlikely with our deck. We have a very cheap curve. Would you pick Edric, Tyrion, or Cornelius? If I'm trying to win, my first thought is Cornelius. But how does Edric stack up? I feel like... he didn't perform that well. Yeah, he has such a low played win rate. I wonder why. Maybe because he's a 7 mana 3/7? Yeah, I don't know. He seems to not result in wins a lot of the time for people. And I haven't drafted him in probably 2 years or something, so I can't say. Seems like he should be okay. The stats seem to dictate that he's horrible. So I think Cornelius is underrated. I think Tyrion's overrated. I don't know how to rate Edric.
You wanted.
I mean, that fishy is kind of a problem. I feel like every time, who's that guy? Lone Champion comes down activated, like, it's miserable, right? This is just a better Lone Champion when it works. What was I gonna look up? I want to check out something real fast. What happened? He toothed me. I'm gonna try. What? Oh, I lost a joust. That's the salt. It's quiet around these parts. It's been busy, but there's a lot of streamers on today. There's some extra streamers. Some of the big battlegrounds, yeah, monsters are on. Going third kills me. That's really funny. I do not mind this much. Okay, so let's play this and this, right?
Reporting for duty.
Initializing descent.
If I go Tower Sergeant, it's a 7/7. It's like a, I don't know how big it is. Fucking huge, right? Ever used to get more salty in Hearthstone than now? I'm here. I just got back from the dog park. Hey, welcome back, Savantias. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I get as salty as ever. Not too salty, but sometimes, you know, sometimes you get frustrated, and that's fine. It's a 4 mana 9/9.
The will of the Forsaken is unbreakable.
Reporting for duty.
Neutralizing threat.
Isn't it a 9/9? Yeah. I feel like I got a 4 mana card more powerful than a 7/7. Well, it's not really 4 mana, right? I had to invest 3 mana on buffs. Click Clocker on the 2/2 and the 2/2 on this. And it was conditional, but I know what you mean. I really think that C4 Savior is just absurd. That wasn't even that good relative to how good Seafloor Savior can be. It's like, that, you could get a play like that on turn like 3 or 4.
To battle!
9.
Reporting for duty.
Beware the living.
Cool. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Doesn't feel good beating up on the rogues, the noble rogues, but does feel good not going 0-3. How's the bet looking? 20% 0-4. Oh, 0-4 wins, sorry. 68% 5-7. And 12% 8-12. To get 8-1 odds if this deck does really well. Okay, I better win then. I better win.
Leandrin versus
We already have a 4-mana 20/20.
Cenarius
Yeah, come
guide
on.
me to victory.
No love for the darkness.
hands on deck.
Our opening hand was so good, even though we lost the joust. If I lose this joust, I'm just never gonna keep it again. But if I win it, I want to be happy. Like, you could win. We could win with a 3 or 4, right? I like the 3-way bet a lot more than the yes/no. Me too, actually. Like Gesticulate mentioned, it is kind of, it's not as good if you come in the middle of the, you know, in the middle of the bet, because you have to wait longer before you can participate on the next one. But I mean, if they're all better, that's probably for the best, right? Like if the bets feel more fun, then I would rather participate in some bets that are more fun than every bet that's not fun. Or less fun, you know. But yeah, I think it'll be cool. Like we can do some of the other style bets we do also, and kind of diversify them a bit. Like, how many Murlocs will we summon? You know, 0 to 25, 26 to 50, or whatever. Then you'll have like kind of this incremental like ebb and flow.
Really?
Battle!
It's not too heavy.
Way easier to piss away all my farts and feel scammed. Wait, it's easier to feel scammed this way or the old way? We play the 2 and a 1. Play the 1 and a 3. That's really good. Also just play a 4, which is also good.
I don't need.
Ever pass hero powering to reduce the grubber cost? No. No, not when he has a 4/1 on board and we want to kill anyway. If you're giving up 2 mana so that you can get him 1 mana reduction, it's not really worth it.
Get in there and fight, maggot!
I really want to get this down. Next turn, this plus hero power. So even if we play this,
You got the wrong guy.
if that's our play, we won't be able to activate it, so we'll see. This way is more tricky, but better rewards, I guess. Yeah, it seems like the payouts will be better when you hit, but it'll be harder to win the bet. But what I like most about it as the streamer is I don't have to do like 6 bets per run or whatever. It's kind of like I can focus on reading chat or playing the games a little better. You had no turn 3 play though. Could it be the play? It depends on the hand, but yeah, like if you're gonna presumably have to hero power on 3, but you can get the reduction, then it might be a consideration, yeah. Depends if he didn't play a 4/1, maybe. If he wasn't a ping class, maybe. Like there's a lot of things that could factor in, but in that spot I don't see any reason why you wouldn't put a minion on the board when you have a follow-up play. So he hits there, he slaps there. This deck is a druid deck. 2 kennels and a park panther, and I low rolled a 3. Dang. If I pick up a 2 or a 5, that could be good this turn. Picked up a 3, which is not good. I guess I can still do this though, huh? It doesn't really matter if it's at 1 or if it's at 2 this turn. We're gonna activate it next turn no matter what. Shut up, Druid, you had double kennels on curve, agreed. This actually rewards good arena players since they can predict the outcomes better. Yeah, it actually, I like it because, yeah, a lot of the times I had a pretty good beat. Like, this is a good deck, let's bet on 7. This is a bad deck, let's bet on 5. This is an awful deck, let's bet on 4. This is an unbelievable deck, let's bet on 12. But now you can kind of just be like, oh yeah, it's a good deck, let's bet on like, 5 to 7. Oh, this deck feels bad, let's throw a 0 to 4 in there. It gives you a little bit of flexibility too. Hey, Iron Bag Yuck. Yeah, I like it. Overall, I like it. Righteous. Well, that's not very good. Let's see if we can, what we get here. We might get a 5-cost dragon, right?
Looks like I'm here just
It's a good play for this turn, but it ain't the raid boss, it ain't the queen, it ain't the brass swing. Korak, Lady Prester Glug. The Shaman Colossal. Oh yeah, I know. I think Glug probably is the best card there. Prester is probably the most fun. But Shaman is a little less fun because you don't have any card draw, right? Most of the time, or the card draw you have is more like card generation of spells. So you might play a Prester and then draw 2 bad dragons and then be done. Whereas Glug just kind of comes down, and if your opponent can't immediately kill Glug behind the taunts or silence it or something, like they're basically fucked, right? Look at this anti-synergy. I can Righteous Defense, buff the owl, and then I can buff it back up to a 4/5. What I like is if it hits this guy.
With every strike, we will strike back harder.
Alright, Glugarinos it is. Yeah, Glug to win, Prester for fun, but with the potential that Prester's not going to be any fun for you and be miserable. Whereas Glug, I think it's still fun. The Colossals are just cool, and you get to look at them and they're beautiful and they're strong, so. 7, 11, 15. I can put him to 3. I might be able, no, I can't find lethal here this turn. I'll take this. I guess I can do this, huh? This is actually pretty good. And then if he plays another taunt, we can silence it. You know what would be cool? If there was a leaderboard with farts. I actually think that would be cool. I think it'd be cool if there was channel point leaderboards or like ways to look it up or something. I think Twitch has the opportunity to do a lot of really cool things with those. With channel points in general.
The courage of man shall not fail.
Courage of man shall not fail.
Reflect in the moonwell.
Ooh, sick play.
I can see.
The good news? We won. Bad news. We've opened 4 Pokemon packs and got kind of 4 turds. We only have 3 left. What if they don't give me anything good? Then I will have wasted that money. Yeah, channel points would be cool. Like a leaderboard. It's fun. I think it'd be cool if Twitch, I guess they wouldn't do this, but it'd be cool if Twitch
All hands on deck.
gave people who had a lot of channel points free subs. So I don't have to pay for it, but Twitch could give me money instead. They probably don't want to do that, but I like it.
Ahoy hoy!
Ahoy hoy, Rover. Ahoy hoy.
Private Shorty, report
Okay, so playing a hero power kind of stinks here for me. It's like, it sort of saves us 1 HP or whatever. But then he gets 3. And I'm kind of fucked. Do I want to play this? Or do I want to play this? It's interesting. Guess I could play this, and maybe that matches up better. Beautiful and strong like a Les. I miss a Les. I think I'll be here probably later or tomorrow or the next day, but you know. Battle Vicar. Vicar? I'm gonna swing. Playing this feels kind of weak into a 2-3. Next turn we go 3-2, and then the turn after that we can go 4-2 and potentially get the Sergeant buff. What's the worst 5? Gangplank?
You're in trouble now.
Pit Fighter's not that bad. It's kind of bad though. What I'm gonna do is actually play this one and this one, because if he leaves it up, the Blessing, I could actually potentially get that trade. Whereas if we play the Vicar and we play the Battle V, he takes that trade. I'm not really sure how I go into the 5-5 in a way that makes me feel happy. Jane says, I'm so hungry, I'm getting sleepy. Yeah, I'm hungry too. I'm hungry. Alright, his turn was turd, which is great for us. That is a turd of a turn. We trade there. So I think we can just get this guy down before we trade. This card's going to be good. Blessed Goods is nice too. If you find, like, as long as you don't whiff on the Divine Shield. If you get the Colossal, it's absurd. Or the 6-mana 5/5 is really strong too. You know what? I'm gonna take it because it's fun. It also kind of works here. Spitting out a couple extra little shitters is not bad either. We got 6 silence target. I have something, Jane. Can't you order something? You're the boss anyway. You talking to me or Jane? I could order something. I haven't had a single Blessed Goods that's actually been good in about 3 Pally drafts. We're about to watch a good one, I hope. This gives me 3 mana, and there's nothing to silence. Let's just play this first. Right. Hey, thanks Zelly for 25 bits. Yeah, I forgot about that. That card's absurd. Those 2 cards in combination are absolutely loco. Because you're a wiener, not a winner. That is a 0/3 after you cast a shadow spell.
Wondrous.
Wow. Could you imagine Malcroc just... What a great sight. Could you imagine he's just got a needle? He's like, alright, I'm coming to the battle. I got a powerful needle. Oh man, that's not good for them. I could do this, this, and that, huh? Nice weapon. That's not right, dude. I wanted to see what I got so I could show Smelly. This guy likes knitting. Don't be a bully. I'm not bullying. I'm not bullying. I am not. Alright, 3-0 is pretty cool. Pate, I mean, he was dead, right? He probably knew we dredged up. I mean, if they were paying attention, they know we dredged up a 6/4. 2 6/4 Divine Shields for 3. So if you're holding cards that aren't Deathwing or Raid Boss, then you can't win. Yeah, do we go for like a whiskey and cola and maybe call the night a little early? I mean, not right now, but like maybe in an hour or so. I've already been on for almost 6 hours. I think we could. We have 3 Pokemon packs. What, we could eat a pistachio at the very least. let's queue up. I'm gonna see how fast I can move over that way.
Liadrin versus Uther.
I will fight with honor.
All hands on deck.
I'm back. I didn't have time. But I did pour some whiskey in a glass. So we need to play this first and then this. So we could coin this out into this.
My mouth very rarely explodes.
Wondrous.
I love that card. Got any recommendations of streamers who stream Arena after you are offline for the European afternoon shift? Yeah, Dose of Coffee I think is phenomenal. Judge I think is wonderful. In that slot, Isherwood was streaming this morning. I think Isherwood's a great option. I think Team America was streaming too. Depending on your style and your preferences, I check out those four guys. Ash Queen's been doing has been playing Arena. If you don't follow Ash Queen, I might do this before just for the mana implications. Maybe by Friday, when I've managed the more important work stuff, I'll be not as stressed. But I don't think it's likely. Sometimes you gotta stress, you know? The thing about, like, if I play this, I'm floating a mana. Maybe it just doesn't matter.
I must move quickly.
Okay, now I'm 100%. I'm down. Because I kind of don't really even lose the mana anymore. I can actually get a reduction next turn too. Wait, so my Glug or something got Ulderond. Now it doesn't get stats anymore after a minion dies? Wait, what? Is that true? That should be a bug, I think.
I sail the slide.
Whoa, that's Dookie.
Neutralizing threat.
Is this a constructed viable thing? That seems... Doesn't get higher than 3/3? Do you have the... Are you running deck tracker or anything? If you have the replay, I'll take a look at it. I'll send it to Blizzard if you want. Or, I mean, I would like to send that to them. They might know about that, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't need.
Eh.
Victory is yours.
Mech Paladin is tier 2 or 1? Well, that probably wasn't enjoyable for them, but in my defense, it was enjoyable for me. And maybe Twitch chat too. And yeah, alright, let's keep going. Try to get some wins, try to get some more YouTube material that's not Druid. What was our, we had a Demon Hunter yesterday, go 7. Let's see what's coming up. Do we have non-Druid runs coming up? I hope. I get stressed out about all of them. Paladin coming up. Wow, cool. Cool, alright.
For Doomhammer.
All hands
on deck.
They're good cards. We might not get so much value off the healing, but we might. I don't know if you can see it. Wait, I can watch this whole game? Like, what is this program? What turn am I starting? How do I skip a turn? Oh, no, I got it. Okay. I'm watching in 4 times speed, don't worry. Garbage?
Reporting for duty.
Where's our glug? Still in our hand. Start of turn 12. What the hell? Wait, what? Oh, it's counting each player's turn as a turn. Okay. Play the weapon, play the 4. I'll just play this, I guess. Feels kind of bad. That's 1 dragon. I don't have more dragons, do I? Let's take this here. Feel kind of bad. Okay. You keepered your glove. Oh, now he's not growing. Yeah, that seems like an error. That seems like a bug. Hey, Martha, how are you, Martha? This is Martha. Oh dear. This is problematic.
With every strike, we will
These piranhas are gonna chomp us. Let's take us crazy. Our opponents, yeah. He's got a good one. Piranha Shaman. I need... Man, I think once so far, this will be the second time, we just get absolutely farmed by a piranha, right? I'm trying to think like what type of cards can bring us back. First, I was gonna say we need to not get hexed. So, if he's doing this, that's okay, because at the very least, like, you know, it's kind of starts to chain over for him. My issue is all my cards deal 4 anyway, so even if I can get to it, I'm not gonna be able to kill it. Martha, who is she? Who's Martha? Martha's Martha. You had any success with Shaman? Yeah, a lot. I actually like Shaman a lot this meta. It's a lot of fun, and I've had a lot of success with it. Certainly less consistent than Demon Hunter and Druid, but... And, you know, the top Shaman decks, you know, they're probably just not as good as... dang it. Bannerman. The top Shaman decks, like you get on average, are probably not as good as the Druids and the Demon Hunters still, but it's good cards there. I roll a 4/4, it's kind of cool. I get a buff, it's kind of poo.
Options.
Alright, well, I think we're fooked.
Reporting for duty.
That's not a great roll. How's everybody here? I think people are doing okay. I'm doing alright. Went on a nice bike ride today, Marta. It was beautiful and sunny, and I got some Pokemon cards, which I don't know, I think you know a little bit, but maybe, but I like to open them. It's fun. I took a nap. Actually, just went back to bed in the afternoon, which I found to be refreshing. Okay, there is a small chance that everything he plays for like the next 2 turns plays into Primordial Drake. I'm going to Blizzard HQ and protest right now. Doesn't Kripali have a kind and loving, beautiful, supportive girlfriend already, Zelda? I don't think he needs to find anybody other than maybe himself on a spiritual journey through the desert. But yeah, I could see that.
There is little time.
Kind of want to get the 2-drop down before Primordial. However, oh frick, that's gonna be a problem. I can Blessing now, which is nice. Maybe I do actually just play this?
I got in. I can get him.
Assume he's using a Piranha. If I can Primordial to kill that damn Piranha that's been alive for 9 turns, I will do that. We're probably single? I thought he was married. Maybe he's married to the stream. Okay, he's back down to only 1 measly Piranha. And somehow I've been behind the entire game. Somehow. And we're still at 28. It's kind of cool, maybe. Alright, so we can go 3-3. Oh, that healing totem fucks me too. I have an owl. I have an owl in the deck. The owl would have been a great pickup. Let's go Bannerman. He probably has some AoE, right? He's just not really like doing much.
Yeah, I don't need.
What are you gonna eat for dinner? Pizza, beef, or just me? Lather, I'm not gonna eat you for dinner. I'm gonna save you for dessert. What do you think about that? Sitting here waiting to see what he plays. I was listening to that, what the hell? It's okay. What about, what if we skip this one and we play, ooh, let's play this one. Come on, Zelda. That's a nice tune. Ah, something in my eye. I feel like we actually got a kind of an interesting game out of this when it really felt like we would have no shot. I would say we probably are not likely to win, but I feel like we kind of got an interesting game out of it. Okay, maybe I take that back. Guess it's big. I lose my 2-1, but that's all. His board takes 14 damage. Mine takes 6. Avalanche cheese. Oh man, I'm so hungry right now. I made a mistake not eating before the stream. Actually had some really good Ironbeak Owl potential here on the Snowfall, on the this guy. Just want a burger right now? I'd go for a burger. Discover the holy spell to suck the stats of this damn elemental. I actually have that card in my deck. Hold the Righteous Defense. We could draw one. We could also discover one from a Battle Vicar. Could also get something like a Light in the Darkness, BGH, blow it up. Alright, dang, I saw we got a 3. Oh, we have this. Is this what you mean? Do this? Get it? Eat that?
The light guides you.
I guess equality actually doesn't really help us. I was excited to cast it, but
The will of the Forsaken is unbreakable.
maybe next turn when my guys are unfrozen, maybe I'll have something on the board. I don't know. Get this man a cheese sandwich. I need one. It's been a while that I didn't play Hearthstone. I've been a competitive ranked player and a good arena player. Watching you is giving me an itch to go back to playing Hearthstone and arena. What are the good classes at the moment? Druid and Demon Hunter are the top two. And then Paladin, Shaman, Rogue, I think are other classes that you can play. But not necessarily like as strong, right? And I think you really want to stay away from Warrior, Hunter, Priest, and probably even Warlock. But Warlock, Mage, a little more hit or miss, but with some hits, whereas the bottom three classes are really just shit. Is this Hango? Who's Hango? Is that a viewer? Or do you mean the song? Was that our opponent? There's some crazy Hunter decks, though, if you Giga High roll. That's true for every class, though. So the class win rates and the class viability isn't based off of the 1 in 10 potential high roll. It's based on the average, what you can expect to get on an average draft. And that's why those classes are bad. It's like if you draft 10 Druid decks, you're gonna like Giga High roll like 2 or 3 of them. Whereas if you draft 10 Hunter decks, you might only do that once. That's what makes them bad. But yeah, every class can high roll. We lost to a Priest at like 10 or 11 wins a few days ago. Their deck was unbelievable. I played against a Priest at 1 in 1 or 2 in 1 yesterday or the day before. A couple different Priest deck that I can't imagine would ever lose a game. And I know we say that a lot, but I don't think that they could have lost a game. And I doubt that they did. I sincerely doubt that they lost a game.
With every step, the light guides you.
Restore health and draw a card. Or discover a minion. Avenge could be good too. Cards aren't that good. I'm gonna, I guess, just try to dig. Yesterday we played against a Priest at 11-1. Was it 11-1? Oh, we killed them. That was a super easy game, huh? That was not 100% indicative of Priest's power level or lack thereof, though. I only have one card I want to dredge. And it's this one that's on the bottom of my deck right now. So I'm gonna pre-hit. So maybe we don't play the Shimmering Sun Fist. I like this. If he plays like a Mark of Yasharaj or something, it's better for us. God, that's huge. Most of the time you play against Priests, you feel bad for them. They pick Priests, they deserve every bad thing that happens to them in Hearthstone. So I can Tower Sergeant here, which is pretty nasty.
The will of the Forsaken is unbreakable.
I could trade there and then trade again. I mean, I got the 6s, like... Let's make him do something, right? He could trade his whole board in for this. It's a lot of damage, right? I think I'm gonna Righteous Defense that. And I'm gonna feel pretty happy about that.
Mind if I roll
Beware the living.
I could kill that, because if he silences it, he just gets his guy back, right? If he plays an owl. Well, that'd be kind of fucked up.
A fine purchase.
How tempted am I to play that? Let me look at the stats. Okay, I'm not tempted anymore. I'm not tempted anymore. Stupid card. Righteous Defense is horrible. Horribly designed card. Just awful in all aspects. It's turn 6, and I just played a 9/12 Divine Shield taunt that killed his 8/8, basically. Like, come on. Come on, Hearthstone, you're better than this. Righteous Defense is on my short list. Horrible cards. I've decided to go get a huge pizza and a few beers. Who's selling a huge pizza and a few beers at 3 in the morning? And can I have some of the pizza? What kind of pizza? From where? What the hell is going on here? Okay, I'm going to finish that whiskey and cola, making it. Throw some of our garbage away. It's 1 p.m. Oh, okay. Oh, perfect. That's good.
Liadrin versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
All hands on deck.
Okay. I forgot to make ice cubes. I'm so disappointed. What kind of pizza did we get? Redbeard just ran up to look up huge pizza delivery near me. I could go for a huge pizza near me right now. I hope I win the joust. Oh wow, we're probably so unlikely to win the joust in this deck. Swin kind of takes back the previous loss to another horrible card design with double avalanche. Yeah, I don't think we were gonna beat that deck anyway. And the thing about that was like, we were kind of losing to the Poacher, right? And Poacher I think is a cool card. But yeah, double avalanche is just lame. But I don't think that like just because you have one horribly designed card, you need to print other horribly designed cards to answer horribly designed cards. You know what I mean? It's probably better to just like not do that. But yeah. Was kind of like got cheesed for a loss, cheesed a win. Or let's say you take away his 2 Snowfall Guardians. What the hell? Why do I have so many notifications? Let's say you take away his 2 Snowfalls in that game.
Plague lands. Wash your hands.
And you just give him like a Stormwind Champion or something. Like, I don't think it really changes things that much. We lost to the cool Murloc. It's not overly statted, but gives you value, but we couldn't kill it. We're a Paladin, we couldn't get on the board. You know, it kind of felt like a good game of Hearthstone. Just Joust shuffle deck? I don't believe so. Rip Hammies. They used to deliver big tasty pizzas until 3 a.m. Oh no. Did they go out of business? Should have bought all the pizzas. What's the worst 3 he can play? Probably not that. I'm gonna wallop him this turn. He also took a horrible
With every strike, we will strike.
he took a horrible choice with this most of the time. If you've got like 4 Kona Colds in hand, maybe, but 12 damage, you have to wait so long before you get anything from that. And you don't get the 3/3, which is a pretty big deal, you know? Losing the 3/3 is... It's like the biggest punish for waiting on that card. Don't you think it should shuffle? No. Doesn't bother me that it does. It's like a blizzard or something. I got a true silver in the deck. I think I should just top deck it. I didn't, but we can kind of dig a bit. Trying to get one card deeper for it. He might have a flame strike or another blizzard or something. It closed shop a few months ago. I used to live close to there. Now I'm up by Pizza Jerk or Red Sauce. I like how you gauge where you live based off of the pizza shops near you. Yeah, I'm near this shop.
Observe, analyze, engage.
But yeah, it's almost always a mistake to take 12 damage. I don't know. A lot of people do it, but it seems odd. I think people don't gauge how bad it is to spend 3 mana to do nothing. When is it okay to overcommit to the board and risk AoE, and when not? In this case, why did you choose to do so? Because he was still dead even if even if he flame struck, he was dead. He loses if he flame strikes there. Or blizzards, because we have the death rattle from the 3/3. It has a lot to do with what your opponent's HP is, how many cards you have in your hand and how many cards they have in their hand, what the card quality of your own deck is. But if you can present a board where if they flame strike or if they blizzard they die, then you play into it as hard as possible. Isn't Dungar just bad? No. Dungar's good if you take a, if you take the 2/2. So you spend 3 mana, you get 5/5 worth of stats. And sometimes some of those stats are rush or poison or lifesteal or divine shield. And in the early game, it's like having to wait a turn's not that big of a punish because you're putting so many stats on the board when you take the 2/2. I'm gonna take the equality. I actually don't think it's super hot here for us necessarily, but it could be, so I'm gonna take it. It's okay if you take the 2/2, yeah. It's like, it's a good 3-drop. It's not like gonna win the game on its own, but it's gonna put 5/5 worth of stats down, and that's a lot of stats. I kinda wanna play this. Is that dumb?
Really?
Maybe.
It's not too heavy.
You go to play glands, you may as well just concede. I've been hit by it. And sometimes, like deck composition and hands, like the way each player's hand lines up, dealing 12 random damage ends up being really good. But I almost always feel like if they had just got a 2/2, they would have probably ended up doing like 5 to 10 damage with those minions and trading off my board and keeping a board and saving health. Like, I think we outplayed that guy. Also, I have no idea what happened, and I'm glad that I got a win. I don't care. I don't care. This deck isn't that good. But it's got 7 wins, baby. That's what I'm talking about. You're ahead on board and want to keep something as backup on the board, then I can see Plague Lands, right? Yeah, sometimes. But let's say you're ahead on board. Sometimes. I would say like 9 times out of 10, or maybe more, it's probably wrong. But let's say you're ahead on board, so you want to keep something as backup, so you're planning on keeping your backup for 5 turns from when you're ahead on board. If you're ahead on board, why is the game lasting 5 more turns, right? And if you're ahead on board on turn 2, or 1, well, you get an awful lot farther ahead if you played a 3-mana 5/5 with, you know, Divine Shield or whatever. They will die before 5 turns over, yeah. Envoy Rustwicks, okay, I'm gonna try. This could be really good if I get the 2/2 Dredge or the other thing. Let me take a sip of my whiskey and cola. The intros are always so loud, I'm gonna bring it down a little.
Private Shorty, reporting for
Jesus Christ. That's his intro? I'm pretty sure that I've never heard that, and I've played him 50 times. No one Private Rusty but me!
It's getting hot in here.
I can't yell that loud. Get off my track! returned. It's too late to be yelling that loud. Jesus Christ, I hurt my body doing that. Let's play this thing. I should have refunded myself. Yeah, you blew it. Bump. Hit this one. Hit this one. And let's hit here. I guess if he has a bunker, it's not. I think it's a little less punishing, unless I made that up. I'm not sure. The 3 turn 1 is unplayable. The 5, maybe like a perfect curve. It's a removal in it. Could justify as a game plan. Not sure. Look, that's we always talk about it. And the truth of the matter is, the beauty of Hearthstone is there is almost never. I really believe this. There's almost never a line that's like always correct or always incorrect. So when you're looking at like things in the abstract or you know, theoretical, or you're just talking about the average result of a card, like that's a much fairer way to gauge whether a card is good or bad, or a play is good or bad. There are gonna be times where you want to take the other side, and I mean, that's kind of an overreaction. Used a coin, dealt 5. I can still play 2 things, but I kind of wish I had it, right?
A good explorer comes prepared.
Is Alex better than Deathwing? I think Alex is better if you're oh fuck. Alex is better if you're like pushing any damage, if you're close to maybe getting lethal. What I like about Deathwing is it can actually answer a Drakefire Amulet potentially, or maybe even like a Hyrule Rune going into those type of turns. Whereas Alex is probably gonna like trade with a 6/6 or an 8/8, and then, you know, if their deck is super high quality, we're gonna be it probably wouldn't be enough. Miss Boogie, but I almost took Boogie there. How much is Boogie Monster? It costs 8, right? I was like, that card costs 6. Oh no, the sucker costs 8 for some reason. Remember, he used to be in Battlegrounds too. Boogie Monster and Crowd Champion or whatever were both in Battlegrounds. Karappa the King. What up, Karappa? What is up, Karappa? Also, 1, drawing a weapon there sucks. 2, buffing that is awesome. Yeah, I like to say you are often playing on hand ranges and top deck ranges, like in poker. Yeah, that's a more accurate way of looking at it. Now, okay, let me backtrack a little bit. There is almost always a play that is the right play, statistically speaking, but you just can't figure that out realistically. So you have to make calculated guesses. I love how you just keep bashing us in the face and we're just gaining all of our life back. I don't know why. Sure. I want to play this. So it's just really hard, you know, to identify truly what is the best play. And that's the fun, right? You're just trying to figure that out. I see you haven't watched me, Redbeard. Yeah, okay. From somebody that knows what they're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, then yeah, you're gonna make the objectively wrong play a lot, right? And the far more subjectively wrong play, you know, very hard to justify some of the plays from somebody that doesn't know what they're doing, or is like, you know, silencing their own savior. It's like, okay, like, yeah, maybe like you're stopping a BGH from going off or something, like some weird stuff like that's like, yeah, all right, like, but no, you're not making the right play. I really want to play that, but this looks pretty nifty too. Oh my god, that guy's fucking huge. Alright, you know what? Feels bad, but I don't like dealing 7 damage to a 6/5. But I like having a 6/10 on a relatively empty board with some card draw and some refill. Yeah, I mean, I guess the trade is 2-1. Maybe just sits.
Really?
Why is the Bannerman so strong? Because because he's on Redbeard's team.
If I got in, I could get out.
But we played a. Was it there for the Legionnaire? The Legionnaire gave it. Oh, yeah, we could look it up. Right? Oh, it got buffed from the dredge from the thing. Thanks, Zel. I'd like to hurt him. With Deathwing in hand, I'm not taking any trades. If he wants to like bump and Flame Strike or cast a rune, I'm getting all the face damage in before Deathwing. And that's that.
You win here.
8 wins for Redbeard Paladin. You love to see it. Did you nap and then come back on? I did. I went for a bike ride. I picked up some Pokemon cards, got lunch. Came home, dicked around for a little while. Dicked around for a little while, went back to bed. I only slept like another 2 or 3 hours. I could have slept more, but I figured it doesn't really make sense to get on and do the afternoon streams if I'm then late or I skip the evening streams. Hey, nice. If I close down Hearth, my audio program gets fucked up and then the YouTube videos don't save audio. Hello? Captain Redbeard, steering to 12. I'm gonna try. I did think this deck was good. I said I would be surprised. No, I said I expected it to go at least 5. I said I wouldn't be surprised if it went 7. And wait, is this the payout for the bet? 8 to 12 gets paid out. Oh my gosh, we could do another bet now. That's kind of cool. Let's pay it out because it's going 8 no matter what, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. We're already at 8. That's kind of weird. That's kind of counterproductive to the bet. All right. I'm gonna put it at 12. Okay, you guys have 2 minutes. We'll just bet on 12. So from here to 12. Kind of want to get on the board.
With every step, the light guides you.
This one's really good. It's super cheap, right? We should have a minion on board. You got a good payout? It was like 8 to 1 or something, right?
What do I think?
It's pretty good. It's an insane card. I'm gonna play this one and I'm not sure about it. It means we might not get the hold the bridge. He could bump and interesting. That's insane. Wow. Should I take its stats? No, I'll be able to take something else's stats, right? Gosh, this card's nasty. With that card, actually, in particular. 2 Divine Shields from 1 card.
A good explorer comes prepared. Tread freely.
But the Righteous D is gonna scoop up the more stats he gains. We'll get it on some. I don't know if I can wait. I don't think I can. Just gonna chew me up. Oh man, that guy's good too. All right, here, give me that.
Tread freely.
It's funny because like the second person to do that might just win easily, right? Like if he Righteous D's my Righteous D target and he just stacks all of the stats on a 1 Humongolord minion. The fish is not bad. If the fish had got the buff, that would be awesome. There's no way. I mean, he might have it. Like he might just win this turn, but I don't think we should risk.
Another happy guildie.
It's 4, 7, 8, and we have 9 health. So he has to trade 2 in still, which is good.
Reporting for duty.
The fish isn't super relevant right now, I don't think. So even though it's colorful, I don't think I want to play it. Let's play these 2, try to get this guy going. Next turn we can go 1, 2, fishy poo. Maybe. I think the idea for these weapons is pretty cool. Too bad most of them are pretty unplayable in Arena. Yeah, I agree, they are cool. And I actually like when a card like this works out. A card that's like really low value, but synergistically could be very strong. Those are some of my favorite cards. That is maybe not the best 3, but certainly one of. Good lord, it's turn 7. I can almost cast Raid Boss.
Initializing descent.
I have to take a minion because I'm getting all the stats, right? I think I want to rush. This guy is probably just gonna soak up the hit from the True Silver, but if that means this guy's not taking the hit, that's a pretty big deal too, right? Yeah, I like those weapons though.
Reinforcements with me.
Far less rage-inducing when you're playing a turn 8 raid boss, but he played a turn 8 Templar, which is in some ways better than raid boss.
Neutralizing threat.
Okay, maybe not, but it's good. It's damn good. I'm gonna miss 1 base damage and keep an extra 2/1. This is pretty relevant. We'll lose the Divine Shield too. Which, yeah, and I could just put it back on, but...
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
Oh baby. Okay, cool.
Prepare.
Pretty cool. It's a good turn. It's not so good. But he may just be, you know, saving up for his,
Pay up or get out.
I'm gonna play this too. I guess I'm trading 2 of them in. I don't want to miss the face damage now. I don't know if this is enough to slow down a raid boss or a Deathwing, but... Deathwing, eh. The 2/3 is sort of relevant. But we already have another taunt, so...
Reinforcements with me.
This deck is cool too. Double Captain, Bran and Bronze. Bran Bronze and Bronze Explorer. Is he dead? He must be, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just buy something, man. Okay, that felt fair. Guy really should not have lost. They got pretty unlucky, right? I mean, we had a Righteous D, which is just an absurdly broken card. Our 4-drop dropped the Shark that gave us 2 coins, which let us respond to a Templar with a raid boss, right? And we discovered a raid boss, and they got a Fairy Dragon and something else. Its nickname was the Bronze Sexplorer. I don't think that's the worst nickname. Totally fair. Everything after 6 wins, everything is fair, yeah. Hope we get a few more wins. That'd be cool.
Leadrin!
Saying.
I'm acting on instinct.
All hands on
I love True Silver. I don't know if I've ever... Okay, that's not true. I don't know how often I pass True Silver in my mulligan. It almost certainly... It's directly related to how many Rallying Blades I also have in my opener. That scrub should have discovered Raid Boss. What a fool. What a scrub. Hunter at 9. Well, we're going first, and we have a great hand. So at the very least, we should get to play a pretty reasonable game, which is cool. Can't win all the time, but I don't want to be dead on like turn 3 or 4. Can someone tell that to Dreads? He could be at 11-0 and still complain about the opponent's deck. Dreads, he complains more than most. But he's got a good heart. He's a good guy. But yeah, he, I think that's part of the appeal of watching Dreads, though, personally. Is, you know, he's just crying all the time about everything. And we're all laughing. This card's kind of just poo, no? Okay, let's trade boards. And then I'll play this. I get 3 buffs.
Really?
Ay. That's a good card. Dread's job is to complain, is it? Dread's molding is fun to watch, yeah. Can we get Dreads to stop bouncing? There are people in his chat that are like, oh yeah, Dreads, we love when you bounce. I don't know, man. They're probably using it as future blackmail against him or something. Wish this was a 4-5. It's a 5-6. But I float the mana, and it kind of sucks. Like, I want to stop floating this mana. Let's just get this trade, and then hope to get another shark. That'd be cool. I guess I'm sort of floating mana next turn too, but I can at least squeeze out a hero power. That's a kind of a big deal. Wow, he's going face. Big mistake. I'll play this then. Good owl, but nah. I think the 1/1's pretty valuable on this board, whereas this in our hand is not really valuable right now. I have to get so salty and yell at my screen so hard. I bet my neighbors know when I play Hearthstone. That's why I usually prefer to just watch Twitch. Really? I don't know. I know people do that. I always find it so strange that somebody would do that. Even, I don't know. I used to get really mad playing Magic. I would never yell though, but I did break a keyboard. That's a long time ago, man. I'm an old man now. Ain't got time for this nonsense. Want to trade there? It's a pretty dang good trade. This card's nice. Let's play that one too. I'll take the trade. I'll respect the hunter a little bit. Should we encourage seniors to exercise? Good point. That's a good point. I'm not gonna lie. I'm sitting here waiting to silence the
Yeah, I don't need.
the bear that I assume is coming down, and I have to silence him. There were some good silence opportunities. Swag Lord, what's up, Swag Lord? How are you, dude? Nice Ticegasm. I love looking at that. Yeah, this guy's playing Dookie Hunter. He's got to be rolling with like, it's one of those decks where you're just like, well, they gotta be playing the nuts. Too many weapons. Let's see if we can find a good minion. If I play a 3-cost minion, I can re-equip another weapon. If I play a 2, I get a shitty little taunt. Alright, let's play this. And let's swing and hit. I think I'm just gonna do this. And I don't even have to re-equip this turn, right? We'll just try. I know he gets to pick off the board, but if I have one thing live, and he doesn't, if he doesn't gain any health, then we're good. Must have some good stuff in his deck. Maybe triple Hydrolodon. You got triple Hydro? Maybe. That could very well be the case. I'm with you.
Who is next on the chopping block?
Good morning, sir. Redman and friends. Hey, Graham. Graham, I have 3 remaining packs. We'll open them, one of them soon. 2 Brilliant Stars and an Evolving Skies. I saved them for the last, and we got all these duds. We opened 4 before that. So I saved the duds. Or I got rid of the duds so you wouldn't have to see them. Yeah, look at his deck. I mean, sure, some good ones. Click Clocker and Pelican, but I don't love those cards. Lance Carrier, which I hate. Piggyback, meh. Silent Knight, Chillwind Yeti. Pit Fighter and Stranglethorn. He had to be packing some juice. He had to be packing some juice. But 10 wins. Not too shabby. Three more packs, Graham. We can do it. We can do it, Graham. Something cool and shiny. I don't know if you were here. I was babbling earlier. I put in a bid. I got a little inebriated last night. A little too, not great. I forgot that I put in a bid for $35 worth of Sylveon cards. The 2 ones from Brilliant Stars. The VMAX and the V from the Trainer Gallery. 35. There was a couple other like Vs from Evolving Skies and stuff. And then I forgot, and then I got a notification with 8 minutes left and said, "Hey, good news, Reg. You're gonna win the cards you want." I was like, "Oh, okay. How much did I pay? Oh, not too bad." And then I was like, "Okay, let me keep an eye on it," because I was like, 35 seems kind of fair, right? Hero powers it, then he trades it. Anyway, then I don't know. I lost track of time. A couple minutes. I wasn't really paying that much attention, and I looked back and it said I lost. And it did give me a notification that somebody outbid me. I would have bid more. And they bid $35.69. Come on, 69 cents? I would have... Come on, beating me with the sex number. It ain't right. It ain't right. I would have paid another $1. I'd have paid another $5. I was trying to find a bundle, actually. This was exactly what I was looking for. I was trying to find... someone selling both of them, so I could just get them together. Maybe save a couple bucks. Which is what I thought I was doing. I'm getting smoked here. I gotta take the 4. Card's fucking annoying. Come on, get it out of here. 69 is a nice number. It's great. 69 is wonderful. Can be. He hits, he slaps, he generates more shitters. I cry because he's getting farmed by the stupid 2/2. What could I draw? If I draw a weapon, I'll chop the shit out of that thing. Oh. I mean, I have a pretty good curve here. Still getting slapperooed. Someone eBay sniped this red man. They're probably gonna relist it and sell it for a profit, and I'm gonna buy it. It's a scam. It's a scam and a half. But, Graham, now we don't have to worry because I'm sure we'll get those 2 cards from these 2 packs. So, joke's on them. It's like I get to open the packs and I'm obviously going to get them. And I spent less on all the packs. I spent less than 35, not much less, but some. So... you know. Net gain for Team Redbeard. What I hate most about this game is this guy, I'm sure, gets to play this whole game with complete impunity. He gets to sit there. He seems good. He's making good plays. His deck is strong, and he's probably thinking to himself, well, he would have already consecrated, and you know what? I would have So now he knows that I don't have one, and I ain't getting one, and this stinks. Sylveons are most assuredly within these packs. I'd be very surprised if we don't have something awesome in those packs. Very surprised. Very surprised. Playing second versus Demon feels like a constant struggle for survival. I feel like going second against anybody is a constant struggle for survival, but particularly, you know, that 2-2 that keeps spitting out 1-1s. So it's like he can easily kill all your stuff, and he's also, you know, generating all this value. It's fine because, you know, we haven't lost. We might come back. If I could somehow get, like, if the game bugs out and gives me 8 mana this turn, and we're back in it. How do packs you get from high win arena runs give you more loot? They don't, but you think they do. They've tricked you. My holy spell is where? Oh, I could get a holy spell, but I just have a shitty 2-5. Well, actually, the 2-5 kind of matches up kind of nicely here. I could get a consecrate, right? Actually, maybe.
The light guides you.
Shoot. Shoot. What am I supposed to do? I don't have a consecrate. I guess I could look for a hold the bridge. Hold the bridge is probably better than anything in my hand, right? Bro, and I'm lucky as fuck. You're the luckiest dude ever. Plus you're here watching Redbeard, so... proof is in the pudding, my friend. Isn't the charm of collecting Pokemon cards to find them yourself? Somehow feels like cheating when you just buy them. Then again, I don't really understand the appeal. It's more fun to open them, yeah. But oftentimes you'll open a lot and not get what you want, which is fine. That's just how it works. I think it's kind of fun to open them, especially for a new set, and you kind of don't really care what you get because you're kind of guaranteed to get some stuff, you know, when you open like enough packs. I think that's kind of the most fun, is when you don't really even know like what's in the set, and you're just like, oh yeah, like I might, yeah, it's fun to kind of do that, right? I know I didn't really explain anything. Let's draw something. Garbage. 3, 2, 2. Probably should have played that first, and then we could have at least drawn that, right? What does this card do? Draw minion. Yeah, we could have, like, I mean, low odds, but we have a lot of cheap cards in our deck anyway, so. So I love Magic the Gathering, drafting new cards. You get to look at a ton of packs. I hate drafting a new Magic the Gathering set if I don't know the set, because I want to do well, and I have to stop and read every card, and then there's never enough time if you're drafting against other players. So if you're doing like a phantom draft, it takes like 5 hours. No, maybe not 5. It takes fucking forever though. I actually read. I have Magic Arena downloaded. I updated it. I updated it today. I think I might tinker around in the next few days with the new set. Got the itch. I've been watching a ton of LSV and Numot the Nummy. I have no idea why they just traded their whole board. I'm gonna choke on my happiness here. My god, what is going on? He's trading. Why in the world? We might still lose, but good lord, we definitely live 3 or 4 extra turns. Yeah, I'm sure we'll get hit by something. But that's my play, and I'm happy to make it. Just 3, 6, 8, 9, so we can always kill it. 8, 7, 3, 6, yes. If he uses 0 power, he has to trade everything. Oh, fuck off, dude.
You'd make a fine.
Let's make a fine first move. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't think I'm dead. A Reno? If we discover a Reno, maybe, actually. No Copium, no Kappa. If we hit a Reno here. Ahoy, ahoy! Say hello to my little Reno. Good cards. Not good enough. Not good enough. might miss lethal. They didn't play very well. One must know the magic set prior to drafting or it takes forever, yeah. Or you just get destroyed. Magic sets are, Magic's so much more complicated than Hearthstone. Hearthstone's kind of fun to draft the first couple of days, or particularly the first day, when old cards come back and new cards come in and you're just like, oh, what's going on over here? I think this game, it's interesting. It looks close. They're almost dead. They're out of cards. They don't have that much. That's the don't trade. Don't trade like they traded, right? Don't trade, because had we hit a Reno there, I think we win that game. Alex, probably not good enough. Maybe like a Mawarg, a 9/9 Mawarg there. We might win that game. Which is crazy, considering they had a Battle Fiend on one, Battle Vanguard for 5 turns or whatever. I don't know how. If we had if that was, instead of a Primordial, if that was a Brasswing, I think we'd probably win too, right? I mean, maybe they're stream sniping, but they're not watching the game, but they recognize they're playing Redbeard, and then they know that I never get Brasswing, so they're like, oh well, probably just Primordial at best anyway, probably not, but he's trading a lot when he should not, yeah. Sometimes you're so far ahead that you overtrade. I mean, I do that too, but not like that. Not there. Yeah, he could have recognized playing Redbeard and know that he never gets Brasswing, right? I've been noticing intensely aggro decks at high wins. A lot of balls to the walls, Paladin. I feel like I've got a balls to the walls, Paladin, Blobby. Do you mean mine?
I must protect the Fire Lord.
I think this deck looks better because we haven't played against a lot of druids, I would say. Just playing a druid now makes me realize we haven't played against that many. And I do feel firmly that oftentimes the results kind of are really just more predicated on what your opponent's doing. People hate to hear that because it takes some of the responsibility off the player. But I think particularly if you're a very strong player, you're making pretty much the same plays, you know, give or take, you know, a decision here or there. Your plays become pretty predetermined. Kind of have the best line figured out most of the time. And then your opponent plays something, or they don't, or you play against a druid, or you don't, and that kind of determines whether or not you won the game. Oh, I could discover, but I already have a 3, I already have a 4. I don't mind having a 1/1. It kind of helps the odds of getting a blessing off, but I'm tempted. Been noticing you a lot, Redbeard. That's very kind of you. That's very kind of you. Blobby, do you stream? I remember seeing your name. I could be mistaken. Blobby was number 3 on the arena leaderboard, I think. And you may have seen him over there. And he does stream, and you should follow him. Unless you're a big jerk, in which case don't. He'd be better off without you, and so would I. But I don't think we have any jerks here, so. We got Tarantula Graham.
I'm gonna win big.
I really don't want to play off curve, but I can play a 4/5 basically, like blessing. Like I don't need the blessing to get the trade. I don't know, it feels bad. I hate floating the mana, but I don't have a ton of tokens. I don't have a way to like. I have a couple of ones, but I don't have any in my hand. Now the blessing looks a lot better, but I think I'm actually just gonna play this guy. Ooh, this is nice. Oh, that's so good. Okay, let's do this. Getting the 1/1 down is not irrelevant. Buffing the saviors is a huge deal. Let's look at that poor injured turtle. It's got a band-aid on its shell. That probably doesn't do shit. How's that band-aid gonna help? Alright, it does look cute. He didn't play anything, right? Okay. Dang.
Really? It's not too heavy.
Initializing descent.
This is so good. This is pretty cool though, no? We might need an equality or something. You know what? Fuck it, dude. Go away. Go away. Sea fighter. Just go away. PNW ain't ready, Graham. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna try to make it up there. I'm gonna try to go. I gotta find a train that goes to Portland. I think it'd be nice to take the train. I need to kill everything here now. Let's see what they got for me.
With every step,
Righteous
the
D.
light guides you.
Quality. I guess it's nice if he has like a big taunt, like a big nasty taunt. I'm not gonna get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2. I don't think a scale even clears us here. Take 4 times longer than a plane and cost 3 times as much. I don't really like flying too much. I've actually never ridden on a train. 8? What's 8? Morgue? Miracle Growth. That's fine. Actually, that's way better than Morgue for us. I like taking trains. I've never taken a train. I'm not BMing. I just want to see what the pool of cards looks like. We could potentially find. Plus we all hate Druid, right? So come on. Does a train cost 3 times as much as a plane? Isn't it taking like 40 bucks? It's cheaper to travel by train if you're not traveling to the islands. They should build a train track that goes to the islands. Alright, 11 wins. Let's see what we got. Grammy poo. Oh, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit the like button and subscribe, and do hit some other buttons. I moved from Washington to Virginia on a train, 4-day ride. Stick with short rides. The rail system is fucked. Seats are uncomfortable. Stops are either too short to do more than smoke or hours and hours in one spot. Train companies don't talk to each other, so expect further delays. Well, I'm not gonna go across the whole world. Dire Pants. Do you think this is related to Dire Raven? 1, 2. I definitely don't want Loot Hoarder. Or is that one of the stock names too? I can never keep track. The pants names are usually just like if you don't choose your name, right? Trains are closer to the ground than planes. Are trains more dangerous than planes though? I could see that. I don't know. I feel more comfortable on the ground, knowing that like if I need to, I could just get off the train, right? It's more like this feeling of claustrophobia. It's all the way down to 28. He's almost dead. That must be why they're trying to create a hyperloop that goes from the west coast to the east coast. I love Hearthstoner. He's a good guy. Mile per accident or travel hour per accident? Oh, it's a good draw. It's actually a really good draw. Maybe the best draw in our deck. Because I really didn't want a true silver, a 3-2. Don't really want a rallying blade either. I guess I would rather put this down. I don't know if this is right or not. This is hard. 4 mana to deal 1 damage. Like you could use a Light in the Darkness to look, or you could maybe Righteous D something, like leave up the leave this up, just Righteous D it, maybe? Yeah, I mean, he's not putting a ton of pressure on us. Tower Sergeant. Yeah, I think we kind of have to do this and hope to get a 4-4 or something.
Reporting for duty.
It's a really good Murloc. Really good. Trains are worse than planes in the US because we use so little of our rail for passengers. Oh no. Chaos Nova? No. Oh, the stupid shark, that's right. Here I am thinking he has to destroy both of our boards. No, he just clears our board. I can't get to the peasant. Shucks. Four.
Sink 'em.
Man, Righteous D is pretty sick if it hits either of these, right? No, it kind of has to just hit the shopkeep or it's kind of shit. But 3-mana spell's great. And then slap it.
Pay up and get out. Sink 'em.
I don't know if that's right, but that feels like a good turn. Feels like amongst the best turns we could have there. You can't do all three? Yeah, if I could do all three, it would have been awesome there. Because we could have killed that one. But, I mean, as far behind as we started this game, and the shark clearing our board on our turn 5 board,
Who here can
certainly doesn't feel over.
Jolly? Anybody?
I didn't put black magic on, but it came on all on its own. Pilot teacher could be good. It doesn't seem good this turn.
Reporting for duty.
The will of the Forsaken is
He's at 14. I got a 6/6 on board. And a weapon in hand. That doesn't look like a 12er. His or mine? His looks pretty strong. I mean, it's... yeah, we've only played a couple of cards. Good ones, decent twos. Reef Walker, Tar Creeper, Glaive Shark, School Teacher. Those are good.
Pick me! Pick me!
What does this card do? Immune while attacking. Oh, he didn't cast a spell. That's good.
You know that.
Oh, what is he doing? Wait, this turn sucks. Blessing of Fucking Kings. Could use that, but I think I'll just try to develop a board, no?
I'm ready to learn.
I don't really want to brew anything back. Take a card, I guess. It's a 2/2. It's better than a hero power, right? Our deck doesn't look like a 12-win deck. Well, it's a Redbeard playing it. Fuck. Fucking hate that card. Wait, that thing's immune still? I thought it was only when he's casting spells and shit. So we're dead? Stupid Inquisitor. Fucking hate that card.
Ahoy, hoy!
Ahoy, hoy! The Portland Sex Club is in session. Oh, baby.
You possess true power.
Yeah, Inquisitor's good. 11 for this deck feels really good. Hopefully they give us a buttload of gold. It was fun. That was a really fun deck. I like that we can have some good results that aren't Druid or Demon Hunter. Ooh, barely any gold, but